It's just gonna it's just gonna go straight in.
You're gonna do the countdown?
Hey guys, the
What's
average
up?
gamer
What's
here.
up?
We got Mad Dad's Gaming, and we're back with episode 2 of the retro after party. Say let's bring up the chat. Thanks everybody for showing up, and we got stuff for you today. So real quick, the topic. First of all, how was your
What's up?
day? I want to say I want to congratulate you on making the weekend. It's been a tough week, man. It's been a tough week. So everybody in the chat and watching the stream, congratulations for making a victorious week because it was rough, but now we could reap the rewards of having Winter Soldier. We got Justice League. It's on now.
Yep, you're
It's on.
right.
I did not sleep tonight because I gotta catch up on all this stuff.
Yeah, so we're gonna be talking about some. We're gonna talk about IIRcade first for a little bit, and then what?
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about first. Definitely. So let's get into it.
Okay.
So as you are, if you're in the know of all, IIRcade's making some big moves. Like they just announced that they're selling on Walmart now. That's probably the biggest move that they've made. And you don't to understand what's going to go on this, man. That's big because they're paving the way for the future for them. That's going to open up the door for so many I think IPs. The publishers are gonna see that, and now they got the backing. I think this is the groundwork that they needed to lay to land the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and to get the Streets of Rage and to get those other players to back in. With that move, I think the rest is history.
Yeah, man. Because I'm telling you, when I first, I mean, that's why I bought the IIRcade. You see it right here next to me. I bought that because it wasn't because I could do all this other stuff on other games already. It was those games that I couldn't get. You know what I mean? That's why I bought the IIRcade. I bought it because it was those games that said it had the power to play those games. So that's why I like IIRcade. Now, if most of the games, like we were talking about before, if most of the games had that online play, a lot of people will buy it. Because me myself, I'm just gonna tell y'all right now in the chat, I didn't buy that many games. I mean, I bought like maybe Riptide. I did buy Dragon's Lair, 2, and stuff like that. And then I bought Dead Cells, and you probably saw the video and stuff like that. But I bought probably like 5 games because the other like fighters and stuff like that. That's what I play against people.
Mhm.
Stuff like that. And then the normal like Evo Land, I like RPG, so I do that. Evo Land 1 and 2, that was pretty good. Oddmar, I haven't tried. I was thinking about trying that because single player game like that. But Dead Cells, I already was gonna buy that. You know what I mean? Because that's
So
just
Footy make a comment here, and this is what, not that one. Let me pull this one right here. This is what I think is probably the biggest thing that's holding back IIRcade right now is online gaming.
yeah,
Right now, a lot of the games that we have on IIRcade, you could play tons of ways. You can play them for free too.
yeah,
But if you have the ability to play online, to play against people, you would buy those games even if you already own them because you have the ability to play with people. This is probably the biggest thing that they have. That I think they sold us on is that the online capabilities. Like Bomb Squad, that's a fun game because it's online. that new fighting game that they came out with a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah, that would have
that's
been.
an online game easily. You
Yeah, that
see,
would.
Footy Labs is streaming the Marvel versus Capcom. That's fun,
Hey,
but if you don't have that competitiveness, or just that aspect, I think it could really, ruin the experience. But I believe that it takes a lot of work. You see how Arcade One Up had to get um, Code Mystics to do a lot of that that
yeah,
portion.
yeah,
You don't want to have the lag or anything like that. You don't want to have those issues. But they really need to make that a priority. But I think with this deal with Walmart, I think the sky is the limit. This is really just paving the way for future things to come.
yeah. I mean, like I said, those games. I mean, there's gonna be some single. There's gonna be people that play just those single games. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna buy it, they're gonna play the single game, and they're gonna be happy with it. But if you are that one to play like the Turtles and X Men and all that other stuff, then you're gonna be one to play with other people, like those fighting games that just came out. You know what I mean? So that's just me myself. I just I do like enjoy playing with people, and seeing if I can whoop their tail. Is what I ain't gonna say the other word, but I would say it.
Be asleep, whip that ass.
Okay,
But
whoop that ass.
I'm gonna tell you this.
You know what I mean? I was able to do that. I didn't know if I could say that.
I like the way John is positioning the product. He's making it a premium product. Like he's coming out with the IR glass, and I don't know if that's for everybody, but I like that option. I like
Yeah,
he's listening to the community. He heard the complaints about the scratched up bezels. So this is going to give you an extra level of of a premium product protection. I mean, granted, I would get my own piece of glass cut out because I'll be cheap sometimes. How you got to pay for these machines if you paying top dollars for all of this? So I'm definitely of a person that tries to find a cost effective way to do things.
I
So
got one thing, man. I just want
would
to tell
you?
you, okay, yeah, he got to Walmart. I'm just gonna say yes, big job. Appreciate John and the team. Y'all did a good job on that. But it's the thing about when I'm just saying, I'll just say my area, okay? So my area, I'm down here in Texas, and you see people like not everybody is like me and you, that know how to do stuff like that. So they're gonna go in there and buy it. They get those 10 games. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? And they're looking. I'm just telling you the truth. They're looking for games that they recognize. To tell you the truth, you see what I'm saying? So they're looking for games like that. So if they don't recognize those games, most likely they're gonna be like, okay, what's this going on? So they gotta really, to me, they gotta really kind of push it to where they have it. I mean, they gotta have it there, and they gotta have it on. You know what
well,
I mean? They gotta have it on, and they gotta have it sitting there, not like in the boxes chilling. They gotta have it like displayed, and so everybody can see that. You know what I mean? That's what I think. So that way everybody can see, feel, the joystick, the buttons, and everything. Just see how it is, the sound. Once they see that, then yeah, it's just like I said. I just hope it's not like in the box. Is what I'm saying. In the box, and like it's not being shown. It's just there, but and then now they got to go to YouTube and check the videos out, see how it is. They can't feel it for themselves. That's how Arcade One Up did it. They put the cabinet there, and then you saw it, and was like, oh man, what's up with that? And you went over there and you did it. So
so
that's what I.
they did two good things. First of all, Dead Cells came out a couple of days ago, and Dubs, I'm from the Bronx. I'm a New Yorker, so that's why I got the Yankee hat, buddy. You got to represent. You can take the kid out of New York, but you can't take the New York out the kid. But with that being said, I think IIRcade is positioning themselves well. Like they came out with that Dead Cells. You did a review on it, and some gameplay, and it looks awesome. So that's awesome. What up, D Love? Let me put my boy up there. Boogie down. That's right.
Oh,
So
okay.
You know they're positioning themselves well with that game. This is what's going to make them different from the home arcade market. Putting games out like that, that's a that was a pretty big deal. It took a while for them to optimize it, but it worked out well, I think.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I love the machine, man. And then you're talking about the glass. I'm thinking $60 with shipping. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if anybody's with me on that one, but I'm thinking at least 60. You know, if we talking about premium, you know, it's gonna be that glass that you can pour some. I was gonna say you can pour some, you know, water that's rained down on it. You know what I mean? Can't nothing mess with it. You know what I mean? So, but that's what I think. It's gonna be about $60. I'm thinking hopefully that'll come out. You know, it's either 50 or 60, but I'm thinking 60 for real with the shipping. Like 50 and then plus the shipping for about $10. I'm thinking. So if anybody want to get that, I'm thinking that's what he's gonna go for. You know, to bring in them funds. You know how it is.
No, I definitely think so. So let's see if again this Walmart thing starts opening up the floodgates for the publishers. I think that's going to be happening very very soon. So we can only hope. So on to the next subject. We got everybody is pinball crazy, and the at games is possibly, well, not possibly, this coming week is going to be releasing at Walmart. So
Oh,
that's pretty cool. They're going through their waves. They're in wave two now, and that looks like it's moving pretty smoothly in the groups. You see a lot of people are getting. Dubs wants to see that. Dub wants to see that. Tulsa.
nah.
Is it,
So as
talk
you
about
see,
that.
man, like I said, there it is right there. I don't know. I can probably cut on the light and let y'all see it a little bit better, but there it is there. But that's the one that I made. So I haven't got the one from them yet. But that was the one I made, and you know that's why I showed the video of what I had first, and then how show people how to actually order it and everything like that. So, but yeah, like I said, that's the one I made, and you know I already had one. You see what I'm saying? I didn't want to have two of them unless I got another one.
You the originator.
But then
You
I gave
the
away my
you
gala.
brought that idea to light, and he just put it so the masses could get it, and that's pretty awesome. That you don't see
That's
that,
what I wanted to do,
but
man.
like the second product that's happened to you as well. So
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to try to get it out, and like I said, it's not for everybody. Like everybody might not want to stand, but when they see it, you know, it's like right up against the next. I wanted to show everybody on the show, like, see, it's up against another, you know, one of my other arcades, and you see how high it is. It's pretty high. It's gonna be about 38 inches. Now this one's a little bit taller because you know I made it myself on how tall I am. I'm 5'9".
hmm
So, you know, I mean, once I just made it myself like that. But it's about 38 inches. But he has the little the legs on it. You can put the legs on it and everything. So hopefully it's doing good. I asked him the other day. Haven't got back yet. He's probably busy, so that's good. I wanted to see if anybody actually ordered it.
I saw the video that you posted about it, and it had a lot of views. So I'm sure with the influx of you know arcades that everybody got with this $50 deal, I'm sure that he's going to be
So,
making some money soon. So back to the Legends pinball. Yeah, hold on, buddy. We got we got we got a guest joining the line here.
okay. Ooh.
So I definitely want to take advantage of that while we can. So um no, so Legends joining the mix with going with Sam's Club this following week. It's gonna be I think it's gonna be pretty big.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of units. It's limited, so keep that in mind. So we have a celebrity we want to join in on here. There goes D
Oh,
Love. What up, D Love?
What up, fellas?
what's up, man? You good, all right?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic, man. You know how to do it.
Yeah. I
I'm
see.
loving the sleep, by the way.
Had to be like
That sharp shirt.
Detroit love for the win.
Oh, okay. Nice. I like that. I like that.
With the iconic flannel shirt.
Right.
Yep,
So
yep.
it fits right in there. So, love, you heard about Ad Games is releasing at Sam's Club this coming week. They said they have a limited quantity, but I think that's gonna be snapped up in a second. All these people are clamoring for their emails, and so what do you think about that?
Man, people that's in wave 3, wave 4 better camp out at their local Sam's Club. And they can get that and then cancel their reservations and be playing some pinball. That's my suggestion.
I'm gonna be one of those suckers because you can take my $20. I'd rather have my product right now.
So
That's the way. Instant gratification.
do you think that can it fit in the car though? Like, you know what I mean? Because most people, ain't got truck. You know
I
what I
think it's
mean?
gonna be only online. I think it's only gonna be online and shipped to your house.
I didn't know if
Yeah.
it was like at the store or what. Okay, online, we good then.
Yeah.
And the good thing about it, you're probably going to get both boxes at the same time. You don't have to be in the one box club.
Yeah.
You telling me, man? You telling me that I'm gonna get the one box and then another one later? I'm gonna be sad, man. I'm gonna be sad.
Mine both came at the same time, so I didn't have that issue.
You're at the mercy of FedEx. If they like you, you might get it. That's it.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
It's like Ad Games can control that.
Right. And it's crazy because they don't realize how heavy that box is. I've seen people on videos, and my guy went to grab the number one box, I think it is, the cabinet, and started to carry it by himself. Like, hold up, man, I don't want you dropping my thing. I'll help you. But it's so heavy, they don't realize it. They go to grab it, and I hadn't seen anybody use a dolly yet with it, which is not nice.
That's not smart. Hurt that.
Yeah, because they don't realize. They say, oh, it's an arcade. They probably used to grabbing the arcade one-up cabinet, so they go, oh, it's not going to be heavy.
This is true, man. You seeing that the control panel that Dubs put on his machine? Did you order one?
Yeah. Mine's coming next week, so
you're excited about that?
I am because I've already built a vertical only image. It's not. I have to tweak it to get rid of the bezels, but I couldn't get the stock buttons to work with it, and so I'm excited to get this controller. And it looks really nice, just all black. It's gonna look well. I mean, Galaga looks sweet on that big giant screen. I'm a vertical guy, man, so that's the way I like to play.
You're big on having certain games play on certain screens.
Yes. I do not like vertical on the landscape, and landscape games on the vertical screens just drives me nuts.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't think that you would get it. I think it seems like you're such a traditionalist. Like the pinball should be just for pinball, and vertical screen should be played on a vertical game on a vertical screen. So it threw me off, but I will have to say it looks gorgeous. I love the fact that they listened to the community and took out all that artwork that really meshed well with it. Leaving it black, it makes it subtle. It doesn't draw attention to it.
Well, I make exceptions with this device here because again, I can't be selfish from my standpoint. I have to look at there's a lot of people that love these cabinets because they're versatile and because they don't have to have 5, 6 things. There's a large people out there, a large group of people that don't have the room to have a full arcade in the house, and so they're looking to utilize the space better. And so, like I said, for vertical games, if you're a fan of vertical like me, man, that is just an awesome way to be able to see that. Especially I've never upgraded any of my arcade one-up screens from the standard 17-inch. So to be able to see that from the 17-inch to a 32-inch, man, is really nice. So and standing over, I thought it might be weird playing those games, looking down like that, but at a pinball table, that's just the natural position that you're in, and so it goes well together. So I can't wait to get it next week to try it out.
I knew you were
looking for that.
Yeah, I knew you were.
Say it again, MadDad.
Oh, I said I already knew you were gonna get it, man. I already knew you were gonna get that.
Oh, absolutely.
Vertical, man. That's why I got it,
Yep, and I like your, I love your countercade stand. I love that toss is doing that as well. Me and JC have been buddies since we both got into this game. And you know what I love to have, because now I have my $50 Galaga. I got my Miss Pac-Man. I would love to have one of those stands where it has Galaga on one side and Miss Pac-Man on the back side, and I can, if I want to play station Miss Pac-Man on top, I flip it around, and if I want Galaga to be the center, I flip it the other way. That would be sweet. I'm gonna have to hit JC up. And
I talked to him about because at first, when I first put it on there, from back in the day, I first put it on there. I just made the stand, and then I was thinking about after that. I was like, well, what if people have two, countercades? Maybe I can cut the middle off and you can actually put on one, another countercade right there. So one at the top and then one right there in the middle on the stand. And that's what I was thinking. So you can switch, you know what I mean? Go back and forth and switch. So I'm talking to him about stuff like that too. So all this stuff that was going on, I've been talking to him throughout the whole thing, trying to get somebody to make it. I talked to one guy. He was like, all we can do is make it. Can't give me no credit, nothing like that. And I was like, nah, I ain't trying to have that, I was like, let me see what my boy Tulsa, since maybe he can make it. And then we got with him, made a little, whatever they do on the CNC. We had to get that made for it so he can actually put them on the CNC. So it came out pretty good. So I appreciate everybody, checking it out and stuff. And hopefully y'all are buying. I want to see, if y'all buy it, I want to see that Galaga one, because I was thinking about that. But then I did my contest, because I only ordered one. So I had to give it up. You know what I mean? I already shipped it out.
Everybody in the chat who got one of these, let me know. I got to get the handle put on and the battery pack, of course. I did do that to my Miss Pac-Man. And it makes a world of difference, because you're not tied to no walls, especially if you're like, at a desk or whatnot.
They should be making it. They should make it with the battery. Period. I mean, it's just a no-brainer, man. Counter space is premium, and be able to put that thing anywhere and play it is just a game changer, literally.
Definitely. When the world goes back to normal and we're at our desks or wherever we're working at, that will be an awesome thing. I'm definitely taking one of these bad boys to the office when the world goes back to normal. With that being said, we have another guest too. Dubs, if you want to, stick around. There's this guy who's pretty awesome in the ad games community with making modifications. This is Jason Wright. He's been doing stuff with the Gamer Pro, and everybody probably bought one of those with this super sale. So I wanted to bring him on, see how his thought process has come about doing some of the things with this, because everybody's waiting for a pinball. But he's made this a reality without having to, waiting for the It'll be pretty cool.
Hey,
Jay.
Hey, Jay.
Again. Sorry, it's late for this.
So yeah, he's up past his bedtime, so we appreciate him, sticking it through with us. And so behind him, he has the trio, the babies. He has his invention, which is pretty awesome. So that's what I really wanted to talk to you about. I've been watching your posts. I've been seeing what you've been doing, and it's pretty amazing what you've been doing, and it's been very little money that you've been using to get it done. So that's the cool part about it, I think.
Yeah, it's weird because I don't really I've never really considered myself a modder. I mean, with the Legends Connect contest, obviously I put something together, little boy back there. When the Legends Gamer Pro came out, we bought the ALU. We had walked in Sam's Club several times, played around with it, and finally said, hey, let's just do it, put it in our house. And loved, obviously, the ALU. Didn't even play around with coin ops too much. I did add-on X a bit, but mainly just played the stock games. But then when the Gamer Pro came out, I took a look at that, and just my mind started working of all the possibilities, because the modular design of the Gamer Pro and the Mini, people don't realize the power of that. You want a pinball machine? You just get some, board and put it together. You want a countercade? You got one. But basically, you could put that into anything, and you got whatever device you want. And so really the gamers are just the most versatile device. I'll be honest, I have the pinball, I have the ALU.
Mm-hmm.
My gamer gets, the most love. It does, for real.
Well, you put the haptic feedback in there, and you had mentioned to me off camera that it actually you get a better feel playing
Yeah.
against pro than you do playing the
Yeah,
pinball.
so me and the Legends pinball, we got off. I didn't get a key, so I'm still trying to get into the back box.
Oh,
That's been fun. So I got a lockpick set today. I spent about an hour. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have blisters tomorrow. I still didn't get it open. Uh, so I'm gonna try and wait on a key, but I may end up just taking a drill to it, taking that sucker off. But the feel and the haptics on the ALP. I mean, I love the device. You're not going to find a better deal anywhere, but those haptics are a little off. And I think a lot of it just has to do with the placement. I think they need to move those to the side. And even those stock exciters might be fine, but I think it's the placement that really kills them with that feedback on the top. But with the Gamer Pro, or here, I'll just pull my mini here. All I did was Jason S. I don't want to say his full name just in case. But Jason S. from the group posted how he switched out exciters in the ALP, and I just took that and said, okay, well, let me strip this down and do a version for the Gamer. So I did it first in the Gamer Pro and then did it again in the Gamer Mini, and all it is those two exciters, basically, I don't have it open here, but mounted on the sides, mounted on the sides, right behind these pinball buttons in here. And then you run, I'm trying to think. You run the stereo wires from the exciters. It's really easy to hook up. Anybody can hook it up. Stereo wire from the exciter to this amp. It was a $10 amp I bought. And then, you just basically have to do an RCA to aux. And then I just run the auxiliary from my TV out. That way, I get great feedback from both the core and also FX. FX, they got the sound effects down. And to be honest, you'll notice on my gamer setup, I have speakers on the side. Maybe you can't see it, but there are speakers on the side. They actually went out, and I didn't even notice. My sound from this was so good, and it felt so good. I mean, when you feel those buttons on the side, it's amazing. It actually feels real. I mean, not 100% real, and I underplayed it in my post because I don't want anybody getting the wrong idea, but for real compared to other alternatives that I've now felt, it's a very real feeling, and you can really get into it.
I don't know if you saw Nostalgia's modification for his arcade one-up, but it's probably a similar situation. Just the placement there in the Legends pinball probably just needs to be readjusted, and you probably get a similar thing. Maybe not as great, but better than what we have right now.
I need to check that out. I didn't see it.
Yeah, he did use the stock stuff, just flip things over.
Okay.
The plastic housing was absorbing a lot of the feedback, the vibration. So when he flipped it, it's actually knocking against the wood now instead of the plastic. So
yeah, as it should
be. Something similar to that. I'm really excited about the solenoid pack that they're going to do whenever that comes out. I think that's pretty awesome. It being, like you mentioned before, very modular. Things that you can just plug in, do upgrades to an existing product that you have already.
I will say this: I didn't think you could do it without solenoids. So all that exciter discussion, I'm like, no. I'm a believer now. I'm a believer. And even in the arcade one-up, I hear they didn't even use the solenoids they just used it for sound, not even for the feel. But it is amazing how much vibration these can put out, and especially if it all depends on whoever built the table. As long as the table got the sound effects right, you're going to feel it right.
Yeah.
So, do you have anything to add to that?
Oh, you forgot to.
You're on mute, buddy.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I just want to echo what you're saying about nostalgia. Yeah, just taking the stock uh, equipment and then moving it into a better location. He said it's 60% better, and so that's just a real quick, doesn't cost you anything to do mod. And so yeah, it's definitely got me interested. Is there ability with this ALU to just reposition that to make it better? But I definitely want to learn more about that kit that you said was available for the ALU. Because I tell you, I've been playing my Spider-Man, Toy Shock mod for over a year now, loving the heck out of it. And even the ALU at the not being as good as what you're saying your haptic feedback is, it makes a big difference when you got that feedback, that physical feedback. So now that I'm exposed to it, I can't go backwards now. I can't be satisfied with a product that doesn't have it.
One thing, I think it's more so the sound effect really too as well. Like when you get those sounds, especially like pinball effects, I think they really have perfected the sound effects of a pinball table. Like I don't know if you guys played the Attack from Mars. The sound effects on there, it sounds like you're really playing a real pinball table. So when you get those exciters added to it, I just can imagine how it elevates that gameplay.
Oh yeah, it's definitely key. It's definitely key. I mean, the ALU and Jay can attest to this. Do you have the Zachariah tables at all with your AL?
I don't. But what I was going to say is the Gottlieb tables. I mean, their sound effects are just a little underwhelming. So I really want to get a hold of those tables to see what the haptics are like with those, where they may have better sound. Better. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, and they're definitely better better playing tables. But still, they're the older technology, right? They're emulations of real tables from back in the day. The one thing, that's why I skinned mine with the Spider-Man. That Stern pinball table is just awesome, and it's the use of the sound effects, the voice. That technology, the way it evolved over years, is just so much better. And so when you're going from a table, just you say with the mechanical, where it's just bells and dings and dongs, and then you move into the Zachariah, where they're starting to get into the computer sounds. But when you get to that Stern level, it's just you're just immersed into the table when they perfectly blend the music, blend the sound effects, and then you have the haptic feedback, and it's just part of the experience when you have all those things working well together.
And you would leave all your other arcades alone when you're doing that too. You're just gonna be sitting there just playing it 24/7. You ain't gonna be touching anything else. And I can't wait to get mine. I'm waiting too. I just got my email, y'all. I got my email for, so I'm about to get that coming in here so I can be like with y'all. And sorry, UAG man, my bad.
Listen, he's such a douchebag. He sends me an email telling me that he got a confirmation of him getting the order, knowing that I'm going to be waiting. That's not cool.
I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm just joking. I did. I'm just playing.
Also, I had a question for you guys. I don't know. No one's really been talking about this, and I spoke about this in the last episode, and it still gets my attention. IIRcade recently did a video about a tabletop pinball that AdGames is possibly coming out with. It had a placeholder on the website. I think it's been taken down recently, but it looks like the Sharpen. And like you had mentioned before, people are limited with space, so I'm sure that there's a market out there for that. But for me, it's not a product for me. But they showed that they changed the artwork. It's basically all Zachariah, and I think, or Zachariah, whichever way you want to pronounce it. I like the games on there. I haven't physically played them because I'm waiting for it to launch on ArcadeNet. But from what I've heard from some of the reviewers, you guys, that it just plays better on the Legend. So is that something that would be interesting to you guys? Are you interested in that? It's a 15-inch playfield. It doesn't have a back glass. It has buttons, and it doesn't have a launcher. It has a button for a launcher.
Jay, you want to jump in and talk about that first? You have any comment on the countercade pinball machine? That
obviously I do. No, I mean that honestly was the inspiration for the Prime. I saw that, but then I saw the $299 price tag. This is way back in the day with who was the first one that really came out with it, the big one. But I saw the price tag and I said, "What?"
Sharpen.
Yeah, and I said, "No. I mean, if I'm going to pay $300 for something to sit on my table, I wanted to do everything," and that's where this idea kind of spawned from. I like it, but I think price point's a big deal. But that's what's great about AtGames here is I think they can come in because all they got to do is throw that core and some buttons in a box, and that's it. As long as you don't want a back glass. So people will always say, like, why are they coming out with new products when they haven't finished the old? It's like because they pretty much have that framework there. All they got to do is just stick it in something, and they can keep popping stuff out left and right. And there's not really too much. So I think if they can get it into a $150 price point, I'd probably go for it.
Yeah. Well, I mentioned Sharpen, but the Well Played had the tabletop as well. But it's key if they can just get them in the stores, and you saw this with the Gamer Pro at Walmart. At Sam's Club. They came in initially, I think, $250. Then they went to $199. Then they were $149. And then saw people getting them for $99. So the key is to get these products into the stores, and people are going to buy them. Every time they put any of those products, arcade-based products, in my Sam's Club, they're gone. We don't really have like these fire sales that a lot of people have around the state. If you get an arcade-based game into there, they move, and if they don't move them, they have the luxury to lower the price. You know what I mean? So I wasn't a real big fan of countercade, things, but now I have two. I think I want to get this stand now. But it's always a market for people because people live in apartments. They got small people live in dorms. You know what I mean? Everyone doesn't have all this space. So you give people options. Then you're getting people exposed, either people who loved this in the past and the new generation that's getting acquainted with these games. And if you look at it like this way, people are playing a lot of this pinball on their phones. They're playing them on their tablets. They're playing on a keyboard, on a computer screen. To be able to stand up and be able to play with the buttons, as you see, Jay, with your invention there, is huge. And with the Gamer Pro and the Gamer Mini, to be able to stand up and play it the way it's traditionally designed to be played is a big difference in playing the game. The whole experience of the game changes.
Yeah, me myself, man. I mean, for me, since I got all the kids, But I mean, for them, you want to have something just like you go on a trip or something. You go on a trip somewhere and you actually have something that you can actually play right then and there, just sit right there on the table, enjoy everything. You're on a trip and you don't have all that. I guess hopefully you don't need internet with that. I can't remember. Does it have internet at all? I can't remember. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Well, okay, but yeah.
I want to say the Gamer Pro does that.
What's that?
The Gamer Pro does that. You just plug that into a TV and you're good to go.
I was talking about like on a table or something, like, you know what I mean? Like just sitting there right there.
I get the screens. But one thing that Detroit had mentioned, and I think is important, ultimately is about being in the store, because you're not going to get the Legends Pinball in too many stores. It's too big of a product. This you can have on the shelf. This people can pass by and say, you know what, let me get one of those. So I think that's probably ultimately their game plan. Like, how do we get into the store? How do we shrink our package that we could get on the shelf, like the Gamer Pro, the Gamer Mini, and things like that? Now more retailers are going to be excited about a product like that. It's hard, Jay and Detroit Love can attest to how big those boxes are. You get those
100 pounds ever.
So
get upstairs.
I don't know how many boxes or how many units are you going to have in a Sam's Club, maybe a Sam's Club, because they tend to have everything. But that's a lot. If you have 4 of them, you're taking up a whole end cap. You know?
Yeah, but they do have the luxury. They have storage in the back, and they can just put out 4 or 5 of them. You know what I mean? So that people can see them and then just replace them as they take them. So that's where Sam's Club, when they can do it. But I think with the pinball, it just becomes difficult. Like Mad Dads was saying earlier, can I fit that in my car? Or do I have to rent a pickup truck from U-Haul to be able to get it home? That's the issue. So that's why it works better for that to be a online purchase, just because of the size of it and weight of it.
All they gotta do is just put it together. You know what I mean? Just like they did with it when I first came into Sam's a long time ago, and I saw the ALU the first time. I was like, I had my arcade one-ups, and I was like, I don't know, it's all right. You know what I mean? So I went over there and started messing with it. That's when I was like, okay, yeah, I gotta, this is pretty cool. Let me go ahead. I need to go ahead and get it. You know what I mean? So that's what I did. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know about y'all. How y'all looked at it first and was looking at kind of like the price point. I don't know if it was was it still $500? I can't remember if it was $500 or $600 back then. I
remember it being $500. It was $100 less than any other place.
Okay.
And so.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What?
No, I was just saying I had the same experience. I wasn't an early adopter to the ALU, and until I saw it in person at Sam's Club. And when I was there, usually my wife and I, we go Saturday mornings. That's our time together. We go shopping, and Sam's Club is always the first stop for our Saturday mornings. And she always tries to go fast past that seasonal area, because it's always going to have something that's going to attract me to it. And that day when it was up and they had it assembled, it was the same way. Everybody would come in and you would see them stop, sit there and play a few games. Even though the stock games, most of them are like console games, and even though you're playing Centipede and it's vertical on the landscape screen, nobody at the store was complaining about any of this stuff. Like, oh, look, man, there's Centipede. Let's play that. Oh, there's a Minesweeper, whatever. Not Minesweeper, but the Missile Command. They were just loving it, and that's the key. Even if they sell those pinballs online, I mean, if they have that assembled in the store, people are gonna want to buy it. Period. Once you see it and play it, it's a no-brainer.
That's the difference. That's why it's pretty cool that IIRcade is now getting into stores. The beta store. People, if they have a hand-on experience and can see how premium that product is, they're gonna launch it. And with the pinball, and people actually see it, and because pictures don't do it justice. Videos, you have to be there and really feel it. So it's an exciting time, guys.
And we gripe about the prices. We gripe about the prices because we have all these things, right? But the average consumer, when they going through, it's their only one, right? So if they're walking through Walmart and they say, "Oh, that's arcade," it's their only one. That's the first time they're getting exposed to it. No matter whether it's an arcade one up in a Walmart or if it's a pinball. If they see that Walmart, they're usually not. They're not looking at it from the same eyes we are. And if they have been interested in buying a pinball or buying a arcade machine through a Facebook marketplace or offer it up and all that stuff, the prices of a real cabinet of any of these things are huge, right? So even if it's $800 sitting in Walmart's, that's still, in Detroit we always put S on everything at Walmart. Sorry about that. You do not the price at any level is way cheaper than the alternative based on what they know about, because they're not sitting on these forums and on YouTube looking at talking about all these things. They just simply want to get these games, and they're either paying this price or they're paying thousands of dollars for the games that they're aware of that they can get, right?
Yeah, I want to say about ALP though, man. ALP, you're right. They came, like when they first came out, they came out with the ALU, and they came out with all this other stuff that's going on in the Pro, Mini and all that stuff. But they listen. The reason why I like ALP is they listen to the actual the people. Like, because I'm telling you, that's what they did. As you can see, I got the ALU back there, and they was like, well, shoot, people like our control panel. Because they keep talking about the control panel. Let's just bring out a Gamer Pro. It was with the same thing, but a couple extra buttons. Well, 4 extra buttons on it. And there you go. Let's just try to sell it because they like that, and then they just added the connectivity to the TV, and they use that ecosystem, and you're good to go.
I want to jump back onto what Detroit Love had mentioned before. And Jay, I want you to chime in. When you try to recreate a virtual pinball and you see how much money that you put into it, like if you don't cut your own wood and you get yourself a kit, then you got to get monitors, then you got to get a PC, then you got to get all this stuff. At games, I don't know how they're doing this price point, to be honest with you. To get what we're getting, I don't know how they're getting that price point to that level, because if you were to make something similar to that, you're probably at $1,000, and that's going cheap. That's going cheap. So chime in. I want to hear what you.
I mean, I still, because I remember somebody said like, oh, there's maybe $400 worth of hardware in there. It's not worth $600. I'm thinking, well, okay, $400 worth of hardware. How much is it going to cost to ship? They got to make some money there too. So I'm okay that there's $400 worth of hardware. If that's their cost, I'm happy with that. But you're right. I've looked around. I was even looking at modding my gamer into or just building my own. And you're right. I mean, trying to source out those. If you go to Game Room Solutions, I mean, to get the 40-inch pinball, you're looking at just what is it, $600 for the
$600, and you get nothing. You don't even get legs.
In the legs. So, and if you want the 23-inch screen, I think you can get by with $250 for that, or 27-inch screen. Yeah. But again, you're making a lot of sacrifices there, and you're still going to walk out at the end of the day at about that price point once you put everything in it. You got your speakers, your backlash, your monitors, So I really do wonder myself, just kind of where that line is of how much they're making on each one, because it does seem like way too good a deal. I mean, that screen is beautiful. It's a quality product, and they're shipping with it. I mean, when you get that box, it is amazing. Like if you got any shipping damage, somebody somewhere was doing something wrong.
Like, button, but it made it through, right? You just got a little scuff on your.
Yeah, I got a little dimple here. I never really noticed this dimple, but I got a scuff on this plunger, but I got a dimple here that a forklift went through the box. I mean, somebody rammed that. Somebody. But it held up. I mean, like I said, I never noticed that because that's solid, and it took the blunt of it, and it was well packaged for sure. So somebody was on the first day learning how to drive a forklift.
Yeah, I know how they're doing it though, man. That's why they're getting it out at that price. I'm all about looking at stuff and seeing how people do stuff. So I know how they're getting out at that price. And you see, you got to pay for. They talk to the Vicaria, they talk to Gottlieb. So I mean, you're paying for those. That's how they're getting that money. They're paying for those tables, all that other stuff that you actually arcade net. I mean, you're paying for all that stuff. So I mean, that's how they're making their money. They're pushing it out. You know how you have to do it. You have to spend money to make the money, and that's what they're doing. They're making that money off of those services. That's what's happening off the service.
To Biggie Bang, you're saying, I think that's exactly. I think AdGames is. Their model is selling services and I think the software. They're probably not making so much on the hardware, to be honest. I mean, some of the other things like the Gamer Pro at $250, they were making profit. But I think that Legends Gamer, I mean the pinball, I don't see how much profit they're making on that. But that's a similar strategy like PlayStation 5. They're selling at a loss. But they want to get it into the market, and you're going to buy tons of services and games and subscriptions. So that's how they get it. So I'm assuming there's a similar gameplay for them. But I really think once this becomes available in terms of, you can go to a store and just order online, I think they really have an awesome thing. I think everybody's going to be probably playing pinball. We're pinball crazy right now, and it's probably an issue of supply and demand. Like Detroit Love said, if you want to play pinball, you probably just got to get whatever you can grab. Because right now, just yesterday, what Attack from Mars was up at Best Buy. It felt like 10 minutes. It was gone. That's the second wave. So, jump on it if you really want to play pinball. I think these products are awesome for what they are and at their price point. Whether you get a MadDadGames, whether you get a Arcade 1-Up, if you want to play pinball, I think you should just grab whichever one you can. Other than probably well play for me at least. But those other options, I think they're pretty cool. And I don't know. I think that we're probably not going to see them regularly until probably next year, where you can just go into a store or go online and grab one of these.
Yeah, the Gamer Pro went on sale again. I don't know if anybody knew about that, but it went on sale again at Walmart. It was sold out. And then I guess they got some more stock. And they went back, I saw it, and I ain't gonna lie, I ordered another one. And then it went on sale again. Like, it was gone. Like, just right there, and it was 99 and it was out of there. So hopefully y'all got a chance to get one and put it, like, different areas, wherever you go somewhere, you can always have one in the car or something like that. And, take it with you.
Good one, bro.
You got one? I'm trying to get,
So I got a Gamer Pro that's going to be a giveaway when we hit our 1,000 subscribers. So I definitely jumped in on that, and I tried to get another one because I was thinking about Jay's masterpiece with the pinball, because I did decide that I was going to do a virtual pinball setup, even though I'm on order for AdGames, and I'm keeping that, but I want to do a 4K build. So I was thinking maybe that could be my the control panel for my thing. We lost D-Love, so thank you for coming and joining. But I think with your mind, there he goes, he's back. Now we will switch you guys up and make it more fun. No, so I think I wanted to use your idea and make it my control panel, but I spent like literally $400 with shipping and everything like that, just for a 42-inch kit, 42-inch field, and a 32-inch back glass is going to be a wide body Valley. Yeah, I'm gonna, but that's the beautiful thing about it. I'll have my AdGames, and I can play it stock the way it is, take my time, do the things that I want to do, and eventually I'll have it the right way. But
if you don't need it to look pretty, I mean, with the $99 gamer, that setup right there, minus the PC, less than $300 with the TV, the gamer, the stands. So I mean, it's nice. Would like to put another 24-inch up there. Maybe I will, but I plan to keep that for playing PC, or the gamer for playing PC games, and then the ALP. I can't point correctly. I mean, but the ALP I'll probably play just strictly. I might connect the PC up just to do it, but I'll probably save that mainly because I'm lazy. I don't like switching back and forth.
That's what I think is the beautiful thing about it. You can buy multiple things. Like this will be like I have my TV on the wall for my vertical games because I have I can flip it, and my horizontals I play on the actual ALU, and I'll do similar with the pinball. I'll have like my Zachariah and probably my BP games on there, and then the one I build I'll probably keep the FX tables on there. So, give yourself a little variety.
Now, Jay, do you have videos on the products that you have behind you?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you have videos of your products behind you?
They're kind of all over Facebook. I mean, pretty much as I did something, I posted it. But basically, the thing, my gamer is kind of like the Transformer Prime. The stand can, swivel all sorts of ways. So it can go horizontal, vertical, and then also lay flat. Now, again, it's a little bit of a chore to kind of change it. It's just because the TV's heavy, so you have to kind of use both hands and get in odd angles to switch it around. So it's pretty much been in pinball mode for a while now, and I actually plan to stick a mini in there, and then I bought the buy stuff stand for the mini, and I'm gonna put the mini there, and then I'm actually gonna move the gamer over, get another one of those TVs, another one of those stands, and use that for playing horizontal and vertical games. But it's a cheap setup, and it gives you a lot of versatility.
I love my Gamer Pro. I love it. Love, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was just saying that. So your stand, Jay, is that something that's off the shelf, or is that something custom made? Or
No, it's a $37. And well, I think it's like it fluctuates between like 30 and 50 on Amazon. But here, I'll try to see it.
Come back, I got it for you, buddy. Oh,
You got the link?
no, this is the
Oh, you got one.
yeah, because of you, you're like cool, so you're making me spend money that I don't have.
Damn, my money.
I end up getting it. I mean, for the price, it's pretty cool. You know,
Did you get the heavier one or the one I got?
I think it was the same exact one that you
Okay. I don't actually like the bigger one. I got it and then I returned it because it took up too much floor space.
so it has wider leg of base.
Yeah,
so
but it can support bigger TVs.
It's always for the weight. You know what I was thinking of doing, and I want to hear you guys talk. I don't know if everybody's seen the Buy Stuff Store's Transformer thing, and I think it's a cool idea. But at that price, I don't know if I'm willing to bite. He's talking about $300 for the U.S. and then you have shipping. I bought their stand, and I think it's awesome. I think it's worth it for me because I'm kind of lazy. I don't want to cut the wood. I didn't want to put in the work. But that stand, it may make me want to find another way to do it. Again, if you start putting that together, that's $300 plus shipping plus whatever fee that you're gonna do. You know, I'm sure that they'll have enough people that are gonna want it. But for me, I would say $200 would be my price point. Say, you know what, I'll get it. $200, I get it. It's just a thing of pride for me. I can't spend that kind of money for something that is just going to be an accessory.
So, Mad Dads, are you going to go into the lab? Are you going to go into the lab and make this Transformer TV stand?
Man, I might. Hey, I'm telling you, you know how I am. If I see something, I'm gonna go ahead.
Buddy.
I might do it. You know what I mean? I got something out in the garage, man. I'm gonna have to show you all that. I can't show you right now though, but I'm gonna have to show you. I got something in the garage I'm working on. It's actually gonna be where the Gamer Pro is gonna go. So I'm gonna do something with that. Hopefully, it's gonna be. I'll just say it's gonna be a bigger screen that you can use for it, and it's gonna be in the arcade style system. So I'm trying it. We'll see what happens. It's gonna take me a little while though. Don't expect it in like 2 weeks or something like that. It's gonna take me a little while.
Perfection and a master artist. But what I was thinking about is on Amazon they have those arms, like computer arms, that you can hook up against the wall, and this one would do the tilting forward and back, and be able to flip it vertical. The thing is, like, where are you going to mount this to kind of simulate what they're doing? And also, does it support such a big screen? Theirs can support up to 65 inches.
Yeah, I really like what they have. The only issue I have with it, and again, it's prototype and their development, is just the base. The base just didn't fit my decor. You know what I mean? If it was on a stand that I can put behind my existing, cabinet and just have it supported, but I would think it would probably tip. The base would have to be huge, but it would be hidden under the bottom of my current stand. So I don't know. I definitely like the idea to be able to put. I have a 55-inch down here in the man cave to be able to rotate either way, bring it out to you. That would be awesome. So I'm excited to see where that goes. And again, it's like anything. People start to emulate and make other copies of it. So I can't wait till it comes to the market.
That's what we do about our community. Like, they're always thinking about things and ways to kind of make things better, and the wants, the needs of the consumers. Because If it wasn't for the Gamer Pro, that idea probably wouldn't have come to existence. You know, so it's pretty awesome.
I mean, so I was the same as you. When I first saw that price point, I said, "Oh, I mean, it's very cool. No way." Then I started looking at the hardware they got in that thing. I mean, that is a beast. When you look at those arms,
Yeah.
I mean, those are thick. So I know that they're not cheaping out on you. It is for a select demographic, but I actually did finally bite the bullet and signed up for the demo.
I signed up. Listen, I'm talking to I signed up, and I'm probably going to get it to review it. And but like I would say, as a normal consumer, I probably would have said no, especially when I'm having these other units. I'm having a virtual build. I'm having the 11 game. I'm trying to get a check from Mark. So that is not really a necessity. I'm more enamored about the technology, their thought process of how they did it. Because trust me, I've did freeze frames to see what the hell are they doing back there, and those arms that you said, like they basically have 4 arms that are holding in place on top of I guess a wall mount. So it's pretty cool. I mean, like Beloved is not the most pretty thing, but it's pretty awesome, the abilities that they have. It's like your Transformer had a baby, and now
he grew up really big.
Now you got a 55-inch screen there, and it looks pretty awesome. The only thing they would have to do, like if I was to do what they're doing, is do your mod to the Gamer Pro to really get that feel. Because again, it's not really pinball. You don't have that feeling anymore.
Yeah, I think again, everybody don't have the same setup. So I can see someone who has limited space, don't have room for a pinball, get that Gamer Pro, get that thing and have that, especially with a 55-inch screen, that would be sweet. And like Jay was saying, I believe Jay said that I would love that. Whenever they pulled it back, I'm like, man, it'd be sweet if they just had a 24-inch TV behind that bigger TV, so that when you pull it down, you have backlight. That would be sweet as heck, because otherwise you wouldn't see it otherwise if it was back there.
They're working on a mount to go in the back.
Yeah,
I think they showed a video.
Oh, did they? Okay, I hadn't seen that one.
Yeah, I think it's a picture of something out there where there's they have a mount that they're working on the back that would support like a 24.
Well, yeah, they did a thing where they've added, when you scroll it down, it's connected to the back of it looks like some kind of bookshelf, where it has a 2 monitor built in it. So you have your regular back glass and you have a D&D. They really did a lot to it, and I'm assuming that that's probably an add-on piece to the product. But that's pretty awesome, the things that they have done to it.
But think, once you get that, do you really need anything else?
No.
I mean, yes, you'll want everything else.
What do we need? We don't need 10 machines, but we want 10 machines.
But that truly does it all. For an $800 price point, yes, it's a tough pill to swallow, but you could be done at that point. You have the versatility and some awesome versatility, because you have 55-inch screen to play vertical, to play horizontal, to play pinball. I mean, you're in heaven.
It'd be the ultimate multicade.
Yeah.
That's a conversation starter. You got all the guys over, and you're drinking, and then all of a sudden you're like,
The only way they could
what just happened?
The only way they could one up it is if they made it some way motorized.
Right.
If you get that, then
did you see that?
I would walk out and get it myself right now.
There's a guy that actually did a motorized one. It's crazy. It, like, you press a button, it goes zzz, and then like goes vertical or horizontal.
Bobby over here, hologram arcades will come out next. I'm sure they're in the works. I'm sure that they're in the works with that, right? Anybody seen the remotes for the new virtual reality headset for the PlayStation 5? They came out with these handheld things. I mean,
they look like gloves.
Yes, I see. I guess you have to see it in work in progress. it looks kind of weird to me, but it says that it's so the technology is so up there that it can feel not pressing the button, but just resting your hand on it. It can feel that. So it's pretty awesome. Oh,
Oh,
bringing out some toys.
the headset's not in here. Big virtual reality fan here.
Okay. Between you and Meatball Saucy, I get my pick through all the technology. You too, buddy?
Mine's up top on my arcade up there on the top.
All right.
Let me see if I can show y'all that. Let me see. See them? They're up there.
All right.
So I got that's the S. I just got the S. That's all I got, man. So
The Rift S. That's a good piece.
cool. It's a pretty
I'm
cool.
thinking about, possibly dipping my toe in that. Between seeing Meatball Saucy and his post on, playing virtual pinball and things like that.
FX2.
With that coming out on the 26th.
Well, yeah, now they got the Star Wars tables coming out, but even the ones that already came out there are amazing.
I just want to. I think I'm going to jump in just for that alone.
Yeah, like you're literally playing the shark or the Jaws table, and you're like looking around, and there's like this shark like going around you while you're like playing. It kind of gives you a whole different sense of playing the table. They do really well with like getting that immersive experience as more than just the table in front of you.
Yeah.
They have something.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say they have something like that. It's not like virtual reality, but they have something like that. I was gonna say at Dave and Buster's. I don't know if y'all have that over there, but they have it where you sit down, you kind of lay down in it, and then they have like a pinball thing that you feel everything. Like you feel, you just sit down. They got the little. Now it's new, man. I'm telling you. When I went there the other day, you put the thing on, and then you lay back like this, and you're actually playing in the ball. Like you're the ball going through all the stuff. It was just crazy. I couldn't believe it, man. I was like, dang. So
he likes to go to places and shows off and sends me pictures of things that
I was just trying to show him, man. See,
yes, that's what you like to do, and it's fine. I understand. Let me see.
I was just trying to show. You're gonna pull the pictures up, okay, man?
I want to see it.
How disrespectful you are.
Oh man, I ain't trying to say that, man.
So here, this is some of the pictures here that he took at Dave and Buster's to be disrespectful. Oh, it disappeared so fast. Because he's just.
Man.
There you go. That seems pretty cool. This is what I think he's one of the things he was talking about.
Well, yeah. See, you don't have you don't have the part on right now, but you, like I said, you put it on when you actually play that one pinball game. You actually put it on, and then you sitting there like that in the thing, and it's going back and forth. It's actually pretty cool.
Do you love? Are you gonna make space for one of these?
I do not. I mean, I have a space, sure.
Yeah, but see, Game Mom, she got a Fast and the Furious cabinet, real arcade cabinet in her house. She just posted a video on it. Man, I'm so jealous. Nobody needs to outrun with that.
Go to the next ones, man. Go to the next one so you can see all Luigi's. Look at that. They had even that there. Can you believe that? Man. And you just get into that thing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Oh, that's my little.
This is his attempt to do the D-Love thing. It looks pretty good. He's gonna make a little back box for it.
Yeah, that should be pretty simple, dude. You got the skills to make a rectangle.
Yeah, I was just like, it's pretty cool. I mean, I just like it like that. I mean, it switches because that's FX3, so they don't support. I think they don't support backgrounds. I don't think in FX3. I tried to look it up, and it would. I didn't see supporting bypass support because of how the tables were or something. Maybe the Williams ones, maybe.
No, you can. No, you.
But I didn't see an FX3 where you could support. I read a bunch of stuff, and it was saying sorry, it doesn't support the backlight. FX2 does, but I didn't think FX3 does. Does FX3 do that?
FX3 does support the backglass.
Okay.
I
need to get a code
on mine. I think you have to source your own image for the backlight.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you have to go find the image And then if you do the, I think that what's it called? If you look at Kongs R Us, he has actually live um, dynamic back glasses on his FX3.
Yeah, using that
Okay.
That
Dolph.
Dolph links or
Okay. For some reason I thought it was FX2 or something. I thought he said FX2, FX3.
Yeah,
no.
So because I get FX2, my FX2 tables. I mean, I can just do it like on the
that's
app.
because they had that feature in there. But right now, if you were to do it, they'll just give you a static, like a generic logo, and wherever the DMD is placed. But
Okay.
and
I,
go ahead.
I was just saying I have to do it because I was trying it on there because I have the table. You saw that was the table, but when I was trying to put it on there, it would not. For some reason, it would not do it. And I mean, that's a super little computer I got in there. And then I put it on the back, like as you see, it has that there. I tried to put it up there, but it wouldn't do it. Maybe, like I said, I don't know if it was just, I don't know, the Williams tables or something.
No, are you saying that the DMD you
The
can't get the
DMD.
DMD up on the back glass?
Well, yeah. So the back. So I tried. When you go through, FX2. I got all the FX2 tables, Star Wars. I can do all that. And I have the back glass. When I hit the game, it pops up there and everything's fine. Scores, DMD, everything.
Right.
But when I go to FX3 and throw it on there, it won't let me put. Like I said, it won't let me put a back glass on there. And then I started reading, and they were saying it wouldn't support it. So that's why I was like, I was going to ask y'all that because I was like, it doesn't
If
support
I was recording at the box, but
it.
if you get the cabinet code,
So you don't have the cabinet code?
No, I mean, I bought them all off of Steam, so I didn't
you
know.
need to
No, you have to
do
request.
a cabinet code.
Okay, that's probably
Yeah,
why.
yeah, you have to request the cabinet code. It's just you just send an email, send them a picture of your cabinet, and they'll send you the cabinet
That's
load.
exciting. Telling me about that because like I said, I was trying to get it. I was like, oh,
If you ask your bro, I'll hook you up.
well, I didn't know, man. So
Come on, man. Come
I
on,
appreciate
man.
it. Okay, I appreciate the whole community, man. It's like J, D Love, UAG, everybody in the chat. Everybody everywhere because you know what I mean. We come together like this, and that's what I like about everything.
So many times that
Yeah.
D-Love and between Jay and everybody, you ask them questions. They'll help you out, and I appreciate that in my community. Real quickly, on the next show, I probably will do not a tutorial, but a overview of Pinball Emporium. Basically, for a person like me, Jay probably spent a lot of time getting his tables. I know Meatball Saucy has to get the game list and everything like that and get it perfect. Well,
Yeah.
I'm the time. I'm a father. I have two little boys that are killing me. But so this makes it simple, very simple. You can get Pinball FX, Future Pinball, and your Steam library of what do you call it, FX3 table up and running in probably like 30 minutes. And it usually takes hours just to get the software up.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yes.
I've been
Yeah.
I've been definitely interested in that, so I'll definitely check you out with that because
I'm
I only have like I think 200 tables. I see people with thousands of tables. I'm like, wow, that took a lot of time because those
Well,
200
I'll
tables
tell you
was
this. You're
crazy.
not getting thousands of tables. Let me spoil alert. You're not getting thousands of tables. But
Right.
you have the ability to do it. You only have like 300. I'm part of the beta, so once they give me the okay, I'm gonna show you it because it did some things that are pretty awesome. Like you can add the application. So like say if you had Zakaria Pinball on Steam, you can add it to that and be able to do it. You can add a pin, a jukebox, because Tech Buzz loves the jukebox feature. So we want to add that. So it has all those capabilities. I think it's pretty awesome, especially for someone who's crunched for time and stuff like that. It's really cool. Like look, Bull Saucy, look at this comment here.
No, oh my God, it's crazy.
15.
Like I only got 200 like D Love. I only got two. Like I got the Ghostbusters, I got Mortal Kombat, all those type of tables that I kind of like. I got those tables, on there. But I mean, I was just like, let me get the tables I like. So it's Ghostbusters, the Mortal Kombat, and you know all the like there was another one I can't remember like, but that's the tables I got. I don't have like thousands. I mean, I'm telling you that DMD when I first started, like even doing the DMD and getting the back glass right is really what you're working with. You're trying to get everything settled and right on there.
That's the beautiful thing about this program. It kind of you put the dimensions of your screen, whether you're a 1980 by 1020, it will do that all that optimize all that for you, and because it's programs in the background, scripts or whatnot that's doing that, the hard work, the heavy lifting. Only thing that you would be doing is adding individual tables that he hasn't put already on there. Everything's legitimate because you're using your own pinball FX, whatever you purchase. That's the only thing that's going to pop up.
Mhm.
So that's the cool part. So you can still do your tournaments and stuff like that, and the virtual tables that the community has built. So you get those things, and that's where I think is the real game changer because it can be very tedious to get the media and this everything to work right. D-Love, you spend months. I seen your thing of getting things organized, so I wanted to do that. Trust me, I did, but the time that it would take for me to get to where I wanted to be, it just would have been too much for me. So
Oh
this,
yeah, and I agree. I saw that. I'm like, that's super awesome because I didn't spend. I did this last. I got the Toy Shock in December. I was done by February, but it was a lot of time in between there, getting all those tables, finding the tables. Some tables aren't available. What I mean? It's just a pain in the butt to do. You get tables and you got to tweak things. So that's why I'm excited about just these kits that are available. These packages you can just buy and play. Is sweet, and if you want to get into the PC world, this Emporium seems pretty sweet because time is money, man, and I didn't enjoy any of that process of getting enough tables to get going. I mentioned 1,000 tables because I was saying I got 200 tables, and all the work it took for me to get 200, I couldn't even imagine having 1,000 tables.
yes,
And realistically, you're never going to be able to play those 1,000 tables. Period. You know what I mean? For somebody to be able to just run that app and be up and running, man, that's exciting.
so, the cool thing is that you have flexibility. You can
Hmm.
put the games that you want. So that's awesome. And to be able to play like Pinball FX version of Attack from Mars, and then playing virtual,
The VPX version.
it's like night and day almost.
Yeah.
It plays different. There's some wonkiness when you play some of the pinball effects. Like some of their physics can be wonky, and I guess it's bugs, and probably they'll fix that down the line. But Jay, how many tables do you have in your collection?
So I'm a poser. I mean, I've been playing virtual pinball since I was a kid, but it was Epic Pinball when I was a kid, and then honestly, a couple years went by, and then when but pretty much FX has been. I mean, I don't want to come out and be like I'm this big pinball guy. I've been playing FX. I love FX, but like even like Gottlieb, Zakaria, these are new to me.
Yeah.
I do know some of the tables. I've seen them around, but I didn't have an arcade close to me when I was a kid. So to me, retro gaming is number one 90s,
Mhm.
and it's everything that you could do in your home.
Mhm.
So for me, it's a little bit different, but I'm enjoying getting to know these things that I never knew as a kid. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to clear the air on that. But I do plan to get a lot of tables.
No, so
Yeah, I say it all the time. I didn't play pinball at all much. I would play Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Galaga, all those things. Because I was, I didn't grow up with a whole lot of money, so we were at the arcade, but I was watching more than I was playing for a long time. And when I had quarters, I would play those games because I could play those for a long time. To put my quarter into a pinball machine meant I had about 3 to 5 seconds of time with that quarter, and so that's it. Economically, it didn't make sense for me to mess around with pinball. But I'll tell you, since I've been playing virtual pinball, I'm just in love with it, and I go to the arcades now, even before the COVID thing shut them down, and I can play the heck out of pinball and really enjoy pinball, having played the virtual and digital pinball.
So did you ever see? Did you ever see the person? So, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. I was in the ghetto area. I done moved on up. All right, I don't know. But have you ever saw? I was at the arcade. Okay, I was at the arcade, and the pinball thing, and they'd be fine. But I was always wanting to do the fighting games like Killer Instinct, stuff like that. You probably see on my channel. But the guy, he had a quarter on a string. I don't know if y'all seen this, but he had a quarter on a string, had a little hole in it. And he would put it like this. He would like put it in there and like pull it out, and it would just get credits like all the time. Like I was like, "Are you serious? Like you can do that? What's going on?" Like I saw it, man. I'm telling you, it didn't work. I didn't think it would work, but that thing was working, man. And he was doing it on every single. I'm just saying. I don't know. It wasn't,
just disclaimer here. We don't.
Just saying. It wasn't me, man.
Yeah. So you were very detailed in that story, though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying it wasn't me, though.
I'm just saying. Look, just like Detroit Love, I didn't have, and Jay, I haven't really had the opportunity to really play these games at, physically when they were out there, just because cost effectiveness, it just really wasn't interesting to me. I did play the Attack from Mars because of the movie, and I played Terminator 2 because of the movie, because of the IP. But now everybody's a aficionado of virtual pinball, right? Everybody has these machines in their home and just drawing an interest. I wonder how many people are interested in that. Let me see something here. Okay. Detroit Love has been on our screen twice.
I'm having internet issues this week for some reason.
No, I was wondering how you did that magic trick. That was pretty awesome. No. So I was saying, like, I didn't. So many people are getting involved in this hobby because they made it available for the masses. You can have 10 up to 10, hundreds of tables in your house at limited costs, right? So guys, we've been going on for an hour and a half. I know a lot of you guys have things to do. I appreciate D-Love stopping by. Awesome, brother. Thank you. Jay, our special guest for the community. Thank you for your knowledge, and hopefully you've inspired some people to do some things with their gamer.
The gamer.
Yeah, trust me, you've inspired me, so I know that it's going to be an exciting time for these people out here. If anybody have anything to say or anything they're doing, definitely promote. Do you have any new videos coming out soon?
No, well, I'm going to be doing my mod on my Galaga. I'm looking to do put a Raspberry Pi or a 60-in-1 into that one. So I still got to work through the screen, getting the right converter for the monitor, and then I'll be getting this control panel for the ALU next week. So definitely doing videos about that. Dead sale for the IIRcade. I should be doing a video on that. So check it out. Check out the
definitely. If you're
channel.
not, I'm sure everybody here has subscribed to you, but if they haven't, definitely jump over there and subscribe because he has some awesome content. I love his approach on things, especially his modding. He's very, he goes into detail and not just make you guess what happened. So I love that. Jay, are you going to do any more tricks that we can look at in the Facebook group? Because I kind of like highlight your stuff. I love watching what you do.
Oh, well, thank you. I also got the Galaga I think it was this morning. It was early this morning. I saw it was back in, so I was like, let me buy one. I'm going to try and put a Kinect in it. I also have a spare 11-inch screen. I don't remember what the screen size is that, so I might just actually swap out if I can.
It's an 8-inch.
What is it?
It's an 8-inch.
Ah, crap.
But
All right.
you should be able to get the 11 in there. You're just going to lose the bezel. That's all.
Okay. All right, and then hop over to Jay's Chaotic Carnival of Dreams. Yes, Jay's Chaotic Carnival of Dreams. I don't really do too much on there, but my kid just posted a video of Fortnite of us playing together. So if that interests you, go for it.
Definitely. I will add that to the description there. Mad Dads, what you got going?
Well, D-Love, you can do both of y'all with the screen. So that right there, the one I got back there is a 10.5 screen that I have that I actually turned. So it just came like that horizontal. I also have another Space Invaders that I put a 15 in. I don't know if y'all saw the video that I put up, where they put a 15-inch inside there, and it looked great. So if y'all plan on doing that, it's great. I also have, if you do have a Space Invaders, or if y'all need any type of graphics that y'all want to have done customly, just all you have to do is just hit me up. I'm really good at Photoshop. I can take care of that stuff for you. Send you the person that will actually make that for you. I have people that can make it and ship it out to you. So if y'all want to do that, just let me know. Also, I have my computer over here on my Legends. As you can see, it's running back there in the back. And that's just running to play Killer Instinct, all that stuff. That's why I put that on there. Yes, you could use a Pi, but computer, right? Now, I'm just saying, use a computer with that. My MK Legacy cabinet is going to be coming, and I'm going to go ahead and use the Geekworm adapter to go ahead and put it on there. We'll put a 20-inch in there and mod it up with the 20-inch. So y'all should be seeing that as soon as I get it. So that's what I'm going to do, and that's really about it. That's all I got left, except for what y'all just told me to create. Now I got to go out to the wood over there and try to do something now. Since y'all
we're expecting great things from you, bro.
But yeah, that's all I got going on right now. Y'all know I'm busy, I don't know if y'all know, but yeah, like I said, single father here, but I'm trying to do it. I'm surprised. Thank y'all. They quiet. they're chilling, right now. So I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody, all the community, everything. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, awesome community. So guys, we're gonna have a live stream in the next day or so for the tournament. So hopefully everybody in here is on the tournament. We have tons of funds. D-Love is killing people right now. He's definitely killing me. I'm down on the list. But,
that just ended, right?
The table 2 ended. Table 3 started. This time we kind of spiced it up because.
What are you playing this week?
This one we played. The first game was Circus Voltaire. Mm-hmm. The second table was
Gopher. No more Gophers. That thing was hard as heck. Oh my god.
Very hard. And the third one is Tales of Arabian Night. That's what's currently going.
I didn't see that.
It's been going for a day, so it's pretty cool. And the next one, if you guys haven't joined in or you think it's too late, because it really doesn't matter about your placement. It's about being active and being able to talk smack to people like Mad Dad. You want to just be able to play and stuff like that. So we're going to be doing another one right after that. For week 3, it's going to be the Jurassic Park tables.
Oh yeah.
Right now for $5.
That's the art I won on my ALP.
Yeah.
That's the one pinball table I did play.
Okay. So,
I hadn't played that table, so I'll have to grab it then.
Grab it. $5. You can't go wrong. 3 tables.
Oh
so,
yeah.
Expect that we'll have a results table, result thing, whatnot, and the video for the overview of Pinball 10, Pinball Emporium 10. So with that being said, guys, thank you for stopping by. Definitely hit a thumbs up on the way out. Consider subscribing. And till next time, guys, keep gaming. That's a wrap.
Later.
Thank you guys for joining.